Okay, so let's find a comfortable seat, if you want, on a block or a cushion on your mat. Right, that can be cross-legged, or you can also find Virasana Hero with the tops of the feet on the floor, or cross-legged, right? You find your way to sit at this time of your day. Find somewhere where you don't need to work the thighs, where your hips can just kind of relax and your thighs can relax. Good. And just inhale your arms overhead one time. Reach up, reach your chest up, reach your fingertips up. And then exhale, drop the hands to the outside, to the floor. And just tune into the body and where do you want your hands? Where do they organically want to go? Do they want to fall into your lap with the palms towards the thighs, or do they want to be the other way around? Give you a little bit more lifting with the palms towards the sky. Or maybe they want to be in your lap. You choose for your body right now where your hands want to be. And then go ahead, close your eyes if they're not closed already. And then take a full inhale through the nose. And a complete exhale, maybe through your open mouth, releasing anything that you don't need now. And then allow the breath to fall into a natural rhythm. You're not trying to guide it anywhere or do anything with it, no goal. Just allow the breath to move as it does, smoothly, calmly. Relax the shoulders. And allow yourself to arrive in this space, on your mat and in your body. Allowing the legs to be heavy, the sitting bones grounding into whatever is underneath them. Let that be your anchor, bottom parts of yourself. And then just visualize your spine being upright and tall. The vertebrae gently stacked one on top of the other. And there's enough space for all the fluids to roll up and down your spine, your Sushumna. Let there be a gentle pull at the crown of your head, lengthening the neck up. And soften the shoulder girdle. Let the collarbones smile. Soften the tissues around your heart. Allowing any thoughts that appear to appear. Don't let them have any meaning, don't judge them. Maybe look at what appears as if it wasn't even your thought. It's some thought. And when you've given that a moment of your attention, come back to your breath and notice how that is moving into yourself. Feel the expansion on the inhales in the chest, the ribs, and the belly, as well as the back body. Breathe into that backside. And sense the slight contraction as you exhale. Softening of the chest. And let there be a fluid movement in your breath. Inhale expands your upper body, and the exhale contracts. And it's a continuous movement. One follows the other. And maybe imagine like a wave in the ocean. Sensing that tidal wave of the inhale expanding to the top of the wave. And then as you exhale, contracting and rolling down into the bottom of the wave. And inhaling, rolling up again. Exhale, rolling down. Good, and then let that go. Allow the eyes to remain closed. And as you inhale, lift your arms overhead. Good, and just reach alternately the hands up towards the blue skies. If you want to take and pick some blue sky towards you. Reaching one arm up and then the other. Just lengthening the side body here. Good, and then one, inhale, reach both arms up. And as you exhale, bring down the arms behind you. Interlace the hands behind you. So interlace the hands behind your back. Roll the shoulders down, lift your chest. With no banana backing, so the belly button rolls gently towards the bottom of your spine. You're just opening the chest here and the shoulders. And keep reaching and rolling the shoulder blades down. The neck is still soft. Just gently turn your head from side to side. And only go as far as it feels comfortable in your neck. You might sense that there's a difference in the two sides. And that's fine. Keep breathing fully. And then bring your head back to center. And gently drop the left ear towards your left shoulder. And inhale into your right neck side. Gently. Keep rolling the shoulder blades down, inhaling into the chest. Good, one more inhale there. And then as you exhale, gently lift the head back to center. And then let the right ear come towards your right shoulder. Lengthen the left neck. Inhale there. Good, only go as soft as far as it feels soft. No pulling or jerking. One more gentle inhale. And then as you exhale, lift the head back up. Just drop your chin towards your chest one time. Inhale there. Keep rolling the shoulder blades down. Good. And then gently lift your head. Release the shoulders forward. Just let the arms come forward, parallel to the floor in front of you. Reach them forward. Round your back gently. Pull the shoulder blades apart. Palms are just hanging there. Breathe into the back side. And then exhale, sit upright. Let the hands land on your lap. Remove anything that you're sitting on. Just move it off to the side, but keep sitting in that cross-legged. And then inhale, lift your arms back overhead. Turn the back of the hands towards each other. The legs are still heavy, grounding. And then take your left hand, let it go back to the floor. And then tilt your body that way and reach your right arm overhead. Lengthen the side there. Make sure your sitting bones are grounded. Just turn your little pinky in of the right hand and open your chest more. And if it's okay in the neck, look up towards the ceiling to make sure your chest is open towards the front. And keep breathing, lengthening in here. Feel the expansion in your right side. Good, and stay here and take your hand behind your head at the top arm. Good, and inhale there. Stay for the exhale. And on your following inhale, as if you want your right elbow to come towards your left knee. So as you're inhaling, you're rounding forward, moving your right elbow towards your left knee. And then exhale, open back up. Good. Inhale, round forward. The neck is soft, you're not pulling on your head, the hand is just sitting there. Exhale, open up. Inhale, rounding forward gently. Exhale, open up. And one more time, as you inhale, round forward. Exhale, open. Good, stay here, reach that right arm alongside your head one more time. Inhale there. And as you exhale, let's change sides. So coming back through center, let the right hand drop onto the floor, moving slowly, and then reach over to that side. Lengthen the left arm overhead. Find that length there first. The legs are heavy, hips are grounding. And then just turn your head towards the ceiling. Make sure your chest is open towards that side. And then from here, take your hand behind your head. Good. Inhale there. And then exhale. And as your next inhale comes, begin to round forward as if your left knee wants to come to your right. Your left shoulder, elbow wants to come to your right. Exhale, open up, elbow towards the ceiling. Inhale, round forward. Again, let the chest lead the movement. Don't pull on your neck or anywhere. Exhale, open. And inhale, round forward. 2 more. Exhale, open up. Inhale, rounding forward. And one more time. Exhale, open. And one last time as you inhale, round forward. And then exhale, open. And reach that left arm overhead one more time. Lengthen, look towards the sky. Inhale. And then as you exhale, come back to center, arms into a V overhead. Good. Close your eyes here. Inhale. And as you exhale, take your right hand onto your chest, onto your heart, and your left hand on top. Come back to the breath. And tune into the wisdom of your heart and of your body. And allow that voice and the mind, the ego-driven mind, to calm down. And allow it to listen to the voice in the head as we go for a flow. Throughout the session, keep coming back to listening to the body, the inside of yourself. And go only as far as it feels good, allowing the wisdom of the body to guide and lead your movements. Let's open the session with an Om. You can keep your hands here on your heart. And let's inhale for one Om. Feel free to join. And release your hands into your lap, flatten your eyes, gently open. And then roll over your knees or take your legs to the side to come into our fourth. And finding your knees under your hips, maybe a little wider, and the hands shoulder distance under your shoulders. Spread the fingers wide. And then as you inhale, let the front of yourself become long. Drop the belly button and the chest, shoulder blades almost touch. And then at the bottom of the spine, let the wave roll up. As you tilt the hips, vertebra by vertebra, rounding into your cat pose, let the head hang. Inhale, tilt the hips, vertebra by vertebra, rolling into cow pose. Exhale, rounding. Inhale, roll forward, moving with your breath here. Go ahead, close your eyes, and become more internal. Allow yourself to listen to that movement in the spine. Can you sense the vertebra as you roll back and forth? You have a Jai breath practice. Feel free to engage that. And if not, just breathe fully as we move along. Got a few more rounds here. And then coming back to your neutral spine. Lovely. And then let's give the wrists a little bit of a wake up. So turn the palms so the fingertips point towards you, right? One after the other, and then put them back forward. So Turning the hands towards you and then back forward. And always put the weight into the hand that you're just moving. All right? Keep breathing, relaxing the jaw. And just firmly planting the palm on the floor every time that you put the hand on the floor. Good, and then the next time that your fingertips point towards you, leave them there. All right, and then gently move your chest forward and then over to the right. And the hips gently back over your heels as far as it's comfortable. Over to the left and forward. So just circling above the wrists there with your chest. Massaging them. Making them a little hotter. Waking them up. Breathing fully. And then change directions of that circling. Good. 2 more rounds of breath there. And then coming back to center. Good. And just move your hips back over your heels gently, as far as it's comfortable. Just increasing the angle, but be gentle. Keep moving. Keep breathing. Shoulders are relaxed, neck is soft. 1 more breath there. And then bring the hips back forward. Release your hands. Just place your forearms on the floor for a moment. Release the hips back over your heels, coming into a child's pose with the arms in front of you. And maybe drum the fingers on the floor gently. Or pump your hands, like as if you're donating blood and you need to pump that squishy ball there. And gently plant the hands back on the floor. Just take another breath in your child's pose. Find that breath. And then as you inhale, lift your hips back into all fours. And then tuck your toes from here. Take your hands a hand's distance further forward. Lengthen your stance. Find a safe foundation in your hands. The little arches of the wrists almost lift. And then tuck your toes. Lift your knees off the floor just a little bit. Move your hips back over your heels, keeping the long straight spine here. And then reach your hips up towards the ceiling, as far as it's comfortable in the backs of your legs. And then bend your knees alternately, just swaying your hips from side to side. Find a soft walking dog here. Allowing the hands to press into the floor firmly. Engaging the forearms by lifting the little arches in the wrists. Softly. And coming back to a down dog here. Find that which serves you. Let the head be heavy. Sternum gently reaching towards the floor, just underneath you. Good. And then turn your feet or your heels more slightly to the left and bend your knees as if they want to come to the floor to the right side. Inhale, straighten the knees. Turn the heels to the other side and bend your knees to the left. Hands stay strong. Inhale, lift the hips. As you exhale, bend your knees to the right. Inhale, lift. Turn again as you exhale, bend your knees to the left. 1 more round. Inhale, lift your hips. Exhale, turn your knees to the right. Bend. Inhale, lift, moving slowly with resistance. 1 more time to the other side. Bend your knees to the left. Inhale, lift, come back to center. Stay for the exhale. And as you inhale, roll forward into plank pose, ripple forward. Bring your shoulders over your hands. The hips are as high as your head and your chest. Reach your crown of the head and the chest forward, the heels back. One more inhale here. Good, and as you exhale, lower the knees down, bring the chest in between your hands. Wake forward onto your belly, baby cobra. Roll the shoulders down the spine, keep reaching the chest forward, press the tops of the feet into the floor. Lower back is gently relaxed, lift your hands up. One more breath. And then lower the hands back down, tuck your toes, press hands and knees into the floor, hips back over your heels and up into your down dog. Good, find your breath. Come back to serenity. Following inhale, lift your left leg up into the sky. Keep it there as you exhale. Bend your left leg, bring the left hip on top of the right hip. Keep the shoulders square, reach your hip high as you inhale. And as you exhale, square the hips, lower the left foot down. Stay here. Following inhale, lift your right leg up. Find lifting and then bend your right leg, bring the right hip on top. Find more lifting as you inhale. And as you exhale, square the hips, place the right foot back next to your left foot. Inhale, roll forward into plank. Exhale, bend your knees, wave it back into your down dog. And again, inhale, ripple forward with resistance slowly. And then exhale, bend the knees, lift hips back up one more time. Inhale, slowly forward, plank. Exhale, bend your knees up. Stay there. 2 cycles of breath. Shake your head. Maybe roll the shoulders. Find your breath. Good. Following inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale and bringing that knee into your chest. Roll forward and let your right foot land behind your right hand. Lower the left knee down. Inhale, lift up, low lunge. Move your hips forward only as far as it's comfortable. Release the shoulders, lift your chest. And as you exhale, bend your elbows back and down as if you're lifting your chest with that. And then inhale, forward, arms long and overhead. Exhale, bend your elbows, lift the chest. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, bend. One more round. Inhale, arms forward and overhead. And exhale, bend your elbows back and down. Good. Lower your hands to the floor. Left hand on the floor, right arm lifts. Inhale, twist. And as you exhale, both hands to the floor. Step your left leg forward to a forward fold to the top of your mat. Uttanasana. Inhale, just halfway up. Straight back. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fully fold. One more time. Inhale, lift up, straight back. Exhale, fully fold. Now on your next inhale, keep the knees bent if you need, and then either roll up or lift up with a straight back. Arms come to the front or the side, palms touch overhead. If you're rolling up, roll slowly, take your time. Exhale, relax the shoulders, bend your elbows back and down. Do that again. Inhale, long arms overhead. Exhale, bend your elbows back and down. Good. Inhale, lift up. This time that you exhale, roll or fold forward. Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Halfway. As you exhale, step your right leg back, right knee on the floor. Inhale, lift up into lunge. Low lunge. Soften the shoulders, lift your chest. Move your hips only as far forward again as is comfortable. Inhale there. And then exhale, bend your elbows back and down as if you're lifting your chest higher, but keep the lower belly integrated. Inhale, arms forward and overhead. Exhale, bend backwards. Inhale, roll forward and up. Exhale, bend. Maybe you can sense that motion of the wave again, building up as you inhale, break and as you exhale. One more round. Inhale, forward. Exhale, bend. Good. Next time, lower the hands down. Right hand stays on the floor. Left arm lifts. Inhale. And then as you exhale, both hands down. Step back into your down dog, Ardha Mukha. And as you inhale, roll forward into your plank pose. Vinyasa here. As you exhale, knees, chest, chin down. Inhale onto your belly. Roll the shoulders back, chest reaches forward. As you exhale, tuck toes, press back safely into your down dog. Find your breath. Shake your head. Find the foundation in your hands and feet. In through the nose, out through the mouth or the lips. When you're following, inhale, lift your left leg up. Stay there as you exhale, bend the left leg, bring the left hip on top of the right hip. Inhale there one more time. And then as you exhale, square the hips, bring that left knee into your chest, roll forward and let the left foot land. Good. You can keep your right knee off the floor or lower it down, you choose. Inhale, lift up. If that's too wonky, just lower the right knee down, no problem. Make sure your left knee is on top of your left heel. Inhale, lift the chest here, soften the shoulders. And as you exhale, twist towards the left and tee your arms. Good. Inhale, back to center, forward. Keep the legs steady. Exhale, twist to the left, tee your arms. Inhale to center, forward. Stay with the breath. Exhale, twist to the left. One more time. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to the left. Good. Inhale, lift forward. This time that you exhale, bow down. Right hand stays on the floor. Left arm lifts into a twist. Keep the hips centered. And then exhale, forward fold. Step your right foot forward next to your left foot. Inhale, halfway, straight back. Exhale, fully fold. And come up to standing on the inhale. Palms touch overhead. Stay long. Exhale, bend your elbows back and down. Inhale, long arms overhead. Stay there. As you exhale, take your arms down behind you. Interlace your hands behind your back. Roll the shoulder blades down the back. Lift your chest. Lower belly is working as well. No banana backing. Hold the belly button gently towards the bottom of the spine. Neck is soft. Again, turn your head from side to side. Just to release any tension there, if anything is holding on. Good. And then coming back to center with the head. Let the neck stay long. And just bring Kali Mudra into your hands. So just lengthen the index fingers and pointing towards the floor behind you. And close your eyes there. And then inhale any goodness, peace, serenity through the crown of your head. Take it all in as you inhale. And as you exhale, shoot anything you don't need through your index fingers into the floor behind you. So inhaling anything that you would like to take with you through this practice and even through your day or weekend or month. And let go of anything that doesn't serve you. Shoot it out through the index fingers into the floor behind you. 2 more breaths here. Good, and then release your arms, bring them forward and up. Inhale, palms touch. Exhale, bend your elbows backwards. Inhale, long arms overhead. As you exhale, bow down, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway up, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, stepping your left leg back. Choose for your left knee to be on or off the floor. As you inhale, lift up into high lunge or low lunge. Soften the shoulders, lift the chest, integrate the abdomen. And as you exhale, twist to the right to your arms. Inhale back to center, forward. Keep the legs steady as you exhale, twist to the right, to the arms. Inhale forward. Exhale, twist to the right. And one more full round. Inhale, use the whole breath and move with resistance. Exhale, T, twist to the right. Inhale forward, and this time that you exhale, fold down. Left hand stays on the floor, right arm lifts, keep the hips centered. Inhale here. And as you exhale, step it back into Ardha Mukha Svanasana. You choose if you want vinyasa or not. You can also stay in down dog or come into a child's pose. So if you're vinyasa, roll forward, plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin, or plank down, you choose. Inhale, baby cobra or up dog. And exhale, safely back into your down dog. Come back to your breath. Come back to how you're feeling inside. Come back to listening to the voice of the body. Notice if it drifted, that attention. Now on your following inhale, lift your right leg up into the sky. Exhale, bend your right leg, bring the right hip on top. Reach high, shoulders are squared. And as you exhale, square your hips, bring your right knee into your chest, roll forward and let the right foot land behind your right hand. Lower down the left heel so you have warrior 2 feet, so the left foot is parallel to the short edge of your mat, and then wiggle your arms up into warrior 2 here. It's a check that you can see your right big toe. You may want to shorten or lengthen your stance. Right knee is on top of your right heel. Ground to the outside edge of your left foot. Then find your shoulders above your hips. And you can wake your body forward and back to find them right there. Your head's in the center there, and then reach your arms out, look over your right palm. Breathe fully. And imagine the soles of the feet scissor the center of the mat together. And engage in the insides of your legs. Good. Inhale in. And then as you exhale, straighten your right leg. Bring the left elbow on top of the right elbow. Palms onto your scapula. And round into a hug. Inhale, bring it back to warrior 2. Open up. And exhale, straighten the front leg. Bring the right elbow on top of the left elbow, round into a hug. Inhale, open up, back to warrior 2. Exhale, bring it in. Left elbow on top of right elbow, straighten your front leg, round. One more time as you inhale, warrior 2, open. And exhale, bring right elbow on top. Round into a hug. Inhale, back to warrior 2. Stay here. Lower your back hand onto your left thigh. Flip the front palm. Keep the leg steady. Inhale, reach your right fingertips up. And the legs don't move. We're going to pulsate. Inhale here. As you exhale, come back through your warrior 2. And then take it further into your side angle stretch, right out, lower arm onto your right side. Reach your left arm overhead. Inhale in. And the exhale already brings you back to warrior 2. Moving through warrior 2. And inhale into your wind sweat warrior. 2 more rounds. Exhale through V2. Bring it further into the side angle stretch. Length from the left side. Exhale, bring it back through warrior 2. Inhale into your wind sweat. And one more time, exhale through warrior two and side angle stretch. Right arm on top of right thigh, reach your left arm overhead. Good, stay here, inhale. And then as you exhale, let the left hand come towards the floor and the right hand inside your right foot too. Pick up the back heel. Bring the left foot a little bit closer, just shortening your stance. And you can use blocks here if you want. So bring the floor closer if you want. All right. And then as you inhale, bend your right leg, bring the chest forward, and exhale, lift your hips, straighten the legs, look towards your left foot. Round your upper body. Inhale, reach your chest forward. Bring the hips far down as far as it's comfortable only. Exhale, lift the hips, straighten the legs, look towards your left foot. Inhale again, reaching the chest forward, bend your front leg. Exhale, straighten the legs, look to your left foot. Two more like this. Inhale, round forward and lengthen forward. Exhale, straighten, look towards your left foot. One more time. Bend your right leg, reach your chest forward. Exhale, straighten, stay here. Keep moving the right hip back in space. Ground to the right big toe mount. And either stay here with your hands on blocks or beside your foot. And if you want a little bit more, you can take your hands and turn the fingertips towards your left foot. And walk your hands gently backwards. Only if the back of your right leg allows you to do this. Keep grounded to the right big toe mount, moving the right hip back in space. The neck is soft, the head is heavy. Keep breathing fully. Enjoy that big opening in the back of the right leg. Shoulders are soft. No clenching in the teeth. Notice how you feel. Are you judging? Are you wanting to reach and go somewhere? No need. Be right here. Good. One more breath. Lovely. And then release that. If you have your blocks here, you can keep them there or remove them. And then bring that right leg back into your down dog. And you can keep your hands on blocks or off the block. That's fine. Nice variation though with your hands on the blocks. Good. As you inhale, choose if you want to go for a vinyasa or not. And then either stay in down dog or let's flow forward into plank pose. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin down or plank down. Inhale, either baby cobra or lengthen the spine up. And then exhale, bend your knees back into your down dog. Find your breath. Shake your head. Maybe roll the shoulders. Good. On your following inhale, lift your left leg up into the sky. Bend your left leg, bring the left hip on top of the right hip, open up, reach high. And then as you exhale, square the hips, bring that left knee into your chest, roll forward and let the left foot land behind your left hand. Lower down the right heel. And then inhale, windmill your arms up into warrior two on this side. So can you see your left big toe is a left knee on top of the heel? Right. And then ground to the outside edge of your right foot. Find your shoulders above the hips. Head is central of that. And then activate your arms, reach them out and gaze over your left hand. Find your warrior two expression here today. Engage the insides of the legs, scissoring the feet together to the center of the mat. Inhale. And as you exhale, straighten your left leg, bring the right elbow on top of the left, and round into a hug in the same exhale. Inhale, back to warrior two. Exhale, left elbow on top, round into a hug. Inhale, open, warrior two. Exhale, round into a hug, right elbow on top of left. One more round, inhale, warrior two, bend your left leg. Exhale, right elbow on top, or left elbow's top. Round into a hug. And then inhale into your warrior two, stay there. Lower the right hand onto your right thigh, flip the front palm, keep the legs steady, they don't move. Just reach your left arm overhead, inhale, reach your fingertips there, lengthen the left side, and we'll pulsate. As you exhale, come back through your warrior two and take it further into your side angle stretch. Left lower arm on top of your left thigh, reach your right arm overhead, inhale, lengthen, exhale, bring it back through warrior two. Inhale, open up to dancing warrior. Exhale, warrior two, keep moving in the flow. Inhale into your side angle stretch, open the chest. Exhale, one more full round, warrior two. Inhale, wind sweep it. Legs stay strong. Exhale, touch warrior two. Take it further, side angle, lengthen the right side. And then bring it back over. Stay in your side angle stretch, sorry. Reach your right arm up. Good. And then gently turn your chest towards the floor. Take your right hand onto the floor. Left hand there too. Pick up the back heel. Again, if you choose to use your blocks here because the floor might not be close enough, you can do that. Shorten your stance a little bit. And then as you inhale, bend your front knee, lower the hips as far as it's comfortable, reach your chest forward, and exhale, lift your hips, look towards your right foot. Inhale, reach your chest forward, bend your left leg. Exhale, lift the hips. Moving slowly and with control. Inhale, only lift, bring the hips down as far as it's comfortable. Exhale, lift the hips. Inhale, reach your chest forward. Exhale, straighten. And one more full round as you inhale, lower the hips, bend your left leg. Exhale, lift the hips. Stay here, look towards your right foot. Moving the left hip back in space, grounding to the left big toe mat. And either stay here, be content there. If you want a little bit more intensity, you can take your hands, turn the fingertips towards the back, so towards your right foot. And maybe walk your hands backwards as far as it's comfortable, but notice how your left leg is responding. Don't just go there because somebody else is, or I suggested it. Listen to your body. Let your neck be soft. Can you still breathe fully, easily, and joyfully? Or do you need to come a little back out of the pose to breathe fully? Good, one more breath here. And if your hands are turned backwards, bring them back forward. Bend your left leg and step the right leg forward into forward fold. Inhale, halfway here. Exhale, fully fold. And again, inhale, halfway, straight back. Exhale, fully fold. One more time, inhale, halfway, straight back. Exhale, fully fold. Good, stay here. And heel toe your feet out so that the toes are pointing out, the heels are in. And then bend your knees, strap the knees over the toes, coming into your Malasana Yogi squat. If the floor is too far away and that's too intense, you can take a block and put it on any side up underneath your sitting bones, right? No worries there. So don't compromise anywhere just because you're wanting to come into the pose. You don't need to use blocks and props. Got it. And then take your arms inside your knees. Make sure the sole of the foot is fully on the floor. And then have that feeling of your chest is rising, the shoulder blades rolling down the spine, and the tailbone moving towards the floor. So opposing movements again. So open and straighten up the torso to lengthen it. And use that opposing movement of your upper arms and the insides of the knees, gently pressing against each other. Enjoy the breath. Neck is soft. Turn up the corners of your mouth. Give yourself a smile. Good. 2 more cycles of breath here. And then gently tune into your body and allow yourself to decide if you want to come up through the strength of your legs, right? So coming up to standing, or you're going to stand up through a forward fold. Right? So decide that. And then as you inhale, press the sole of the feet into the floor and either come up with the strength of your thighs into standing here, or come through a forward fold. Totally your decision. And then heel to your feet to hips distance. Right. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, soften the shoulders, bend your elbows backwards. Inhale, long arms. Exhale, hands to the chest. And move. And then find something in front of you that doesn't move. Have your gaze there, your drishti, lazy gaze. But keep the focus in the body. Find your shoulders above your hips and the hips above your heels. Ground the soles of the feet, the toes are just lying there gently, they're not gripping into the floor. And then gently transition the weight into your left leg. And as you inhale, lift your right thigh off the floor, just bring it parallel to the floor in front of you and pull the toes towards your right knee. Find your stability here. Maybe that's your pose, you stay here. If you want a little bit more challenge and a little flow here on one leg, inhale, straighten out the right leg as far as it's comfortable. It doesn't have to come so high. And as you exhale, bend your knee, bring the upper body forward and the right leg moves back into space, just gently touching warrior 3. Inhale, bring it back. Lift the upper body, right leg forward, straighten it out. This time that you exhale, bend your right leg and step the right foot behind your left leg, courtesy. Just bend your knees as if they want to touch the floor. Inhale, lift back up, reach your right leg forward, straighten it as far as it's comfortable. Exhale, touching warrior 3. Moving with the breath. Stay in the calmness of the breath. Inhale, reach the right foot forward. Exhale, bring the right leg behind your left leg, bend your knees, courtesy. Good. Inhale, one more round. The right leg comes forward. Stay upright in the upper body. Exhale, touching warrior 3. And one more time. Inhale, the right leg forward. Stay strong on the left leg. Exhale, step the right leg behind your left leg. Bend your knees, courtesy. Good. Inhale, lift the right leg back forward. Last time. This time that you exhale, bring it into warrior 3. 2 cycles of breath there. Reach the heel back, the crown of the head and the chest forward. Any arm variation that serves your pose. Good. One more breath. And then bend your left leg more. Step the right leg into a lunge. Inhale your arms up. And then exhale, lower down the hands, step it back into your downward facing dog. Choose if you want to vinyasa or not, or take a child's pose, or rest in your down dog. If you're vinyasaing, roll forward, exhale, knees, chest, chin, or plank down. Inhale, baby cobra or up dog, or any variation that serves you. And then exhale, step back down dog. Find your breath. Come back to that heartbeat. Shake your head, roll the shoulders. Inhaling through the nose, maybe exhale through your lips or through your open mouth. Good. Stay there for a moment. And look up in between your hands and then bend your elbows so that your elbows come down to the floor and you're in a dolphin, right? So press the hands and the forearms into the floor and then look back towards your feet. Notice how your shoulders can cope with this. Make sure your forearms and hands press gently into the floor. Find some lifting and the shoulders are not collapsing. Maybe you're content here. If you want to increase intensity, you can walk your feet a little bit closer towards yourself. You're not going to fall over. Your hips are nowhere near above your head. You may feel that way, but they're not. And then breathe fully. Try to release any tension with the exhale in the shoulders. Good. And maybe you're happy here. If you want even more, you can lift one leg up into the sky and just 2 rounds of bending both knees, letting them hover above the ground. If this is too intense, just stay in the pose and breathe. Inhale, lift that leg that you lifted more. Exhale, bend both knees, let them hover. One more time, let's lift up. Inhale. And exhale, lower the foot back down next to the other foot. Inhale, lift the other leg. Exhale, bend both knees, let them hover. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend. One more time. Inhale, lift. Relax the jaw. Exhale, bend. And the last time that you inhale, lifting that leg up. Exhale, lower the foot back down. Good. Inhale here. And then as you exhale, lower the knees down, any dimension apart, and come into a child's pose. Release your forearms. Hips over your heels, become heavy, breathing fully. Rest your forehead on the floor. And also bring your arms beside you. And just notice how that feels. How does this make you feel? And whatever comes up, let it be what it is. Nothing more, nothing less. It's anger about something, it's happiness about something. Let it be exactly that. Just feel it. Don't judge it. Good. One more breath there. Feel your back body rise. And then if your arms are beside you, bring them back out in front. Lift your hips forward. Tuck your toes, coming back to dog. And then just tipple your feet forward into a forward fold to the top of your mat. Bend your knees on your mat, let your head hang.
Inhale, just halfway with a straight back, Ardha Uttanasana. Reach your crown of the head and the chest forward. Exhale, bow down. One more time, inhale, halfway. Exhale, fully fold. And on your next inhale, bring it up to standing. Palms overhead touch. Stay long. As you exhale, bend your elbows back. Inhale, long arms overhead. And then exhale, take your hands to heart center. Find your stance here. Feet are hips distance. Find something in front of you that doesn't move. Keep the focus in the body. Shoulders above the hips, hips above the heels. And coming to your breath. And as you inhale, shift your weight into your right leg. And your following inhale, lift your left thigh off the floor, just parallel to the floor. Ground to the right, big toe mount and the right foot. No gripping with the toes, they're softly sitting there. Pull the left toes towards the knee. Maybe that's where you stay, totally cool, it's a balancing. Or if you want a little more, straighten out the left leg. And as you exhale, touching warrior three, upper body comes forward, left leg moves back into space. Inhale, lift the upper body, reach your left leg forward, lengthen. Exhale, the left leg behind your right leg. Place the foot on the floor, bend your knees, courtesy. Good. Lovely, and then inhale, lift that left leg forward, straighten. Exhale, back into warrior three, moving with your breath. Inhale, straighten the left leg forward. Exhale, step it behind your right leg, courtesy bend. One more round. Inhale, hips square, reach your left leg forward. Exhale, warrior three, just touch it gently. Inhale, lift the left leg forward. And exhale, step the left leg behind, bend both knees. Inhale, forward, the left leg. And this time let your exhale coming into your expression of warrior three. Reach the heel back, crown of the head and chest forward. Excuse me. And any variation with your arms. Inhale here. And then bend your right leg. Let the left foot land in the back of the mat. Lunge here. Inhale, lift your arms. And as you exhale, bow down, step it back into your downward facing dog. One last vinyasa if you choose, or just stay in your down dog. Be happy there. Wag your tail if you want. We'll meet everyone back in downward facing dog. So shaking your head, rolling the shoulders. And on your next inhale, lift your left leg up into the sky. And exhale, bring that knee into your chest. Roll forward and let your shin land on the floor. So your left knee is behind your left hand and the shin is kind of diagonal. And then slide the right foot back. If your left hip is very uncomfortable to come down, put something underneath your left hip. Right? If there's too much space in between that, so you can rest your left sitting bone. And then take your hands off your mat to the side onto fingertips. And then inhale, lift your chest up. And just a few spine movements here. Exhale, bow down forward, bend your elbows. Inhale, snake it back up like a cobra. Exhale, undulate forward, ripple down. Inhale, lift up. And again, exhale down. And one more time, inhale, lift up. Exhale, roll down.
And then the last time, lift up. Stay here, bring your hands back onto the mat, shoulder width. Just check, look over your right shoulder and check that your right leg is actually kind of straight behind you. And then release that right leg. And just to see the difference, look over your left shoulder. Right. You may feel more rigid. And then come back to center, looking ahead. Inhale, lengthen, and as you exhale, maybe bow down, maybe coming onto your forearms, maybe using any props to put your forearms on if the floor feels too far away. And then find something to rest your head on, maybe making a little tower with your arms or hands. Or if your hands are on the floor, rest your head on a block. Or whatever works in your hips and your shoulders. And then find that pigeon pose here. Allow the hips to roll kind of back towards the floor behind you. Release the shoulders. Release the jaw, bottom from the top. Maybe kind of slide your bottom jaw from side to side gently. Just noticing how this makes you feel being in this pose for a moment. Can you use your breath to make it easier? Breathing into any parts of the body that are feeling tense here. Allow the breath to become longer. Good, allowing for 2 more cycles of breath there. And then gently begin to lift your head. Bring your hands closer to down dog hands. Tuck your right toes. And use the knee, the right knee and the right toes to kind of knee toe the leg forward. Slide the left foot back, coming into all fours. And taking some cat-cows here. So inhale, leg from the front. Exhale, round, cat pose. Inhale, lengthen the front. Exhale, rounding. And one more time, lengthen the front. Exhale, round. Come back to your neutral spine. And just take a few rotations in the hips here. 2, 3 circles, one direction, and then change the other direction. Keep the breath flowing. Lovely. And then come back to center. Tuck your toes. Just briefly lift your hips up. Find your breath. And then as you inhale, lift your right leg up into the sky. Exhale, bring that knee into your chest. Roll forward
And let the right knee land behind your right hand, the shin is diagonal. And then slide the left foot back again. If you need any props underneath your right hip, cushion or block, whatever the height there needs to be. It might be different to the other side. And let it land. Take your hands off the mat onto your fingertips. And as you inhale, reach your chest up, lengthen the spine, and exhale, roll down forward. Inhale, lift up, find length. Exhale, ripple around forward. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, bow down. Good, one more round. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. And the last time as you inhale, lift up, stay there. Take your hands back onto your mat. And just looking over your left shoulder this time, check your left leg is there behind you in a straight, somewhat line. Release that left leg, look back forward. And you can just look over your right shoulder. Can you see the left leg? Doesn't matter if you can't. Just notice how far you can go. And then look back ahead. Inhale here. And as you exhale, bow forward. Again, using any props to make this pose accessible to you. Right? Blocks under the forearms and then resting your head. If your forehead comes to the floor, lovely. Enjoy that. Just make sure your neck is soft. And then allow your lower back to release and let the bottom of the tailbone roll towards the back energetically. Allow the shoulder blades to relax. Let them respond to gravity. Sense the lengthening in your spine there. Feel the back body rise in the inhale. And just notice if your jaw is tight. Or maybe slide the bottom jaw from side to side. Can you name anything that comes up, any emotion, any thought? Or no story. Again, just letting it be what it is. Nothing more, nothing less. Allowing the breath to help you, releasing any tension in any parts of yourself. Keep scanning the body, any parts that try to tense, release them with the exhale. Two more cycles of breath here. Make them longer. And then gently begin to lift your head. And just bring your hands back closer towards yourself. Remove anything that might be underneath your right hip. And then just let the right hip come towards the floor so that you can swivel your left leg forward. Good, and then lengthen out both legs. And then grab the backs of your thighs. Make yourself very round. And if it feels good in the back, right, it's a chakrasana, it's a massaging the chakras in the whole spine. Stay very round and just allow yourself to fall back. And your feet will help you to come back up. Take a few rounds if that feels good. If that's very uncomfortable, just stay lying on your back with your knees hugged into your chest. But if it feels good, go for a few rounds. But you choose, right? Let your body decide if you want to go. And then after a few rounds, you can stay lying on your back with your knees hugged towards your chest. And it's rocking from side to side here. Let the lower back and the rest of the spine arrive on the earth. And then take your right hand onto your right knee, left hand onto your left knee. And just pull the knees gently towards you, and then as if you wanted to bring them to the floor to either side, open them up, and then bring them around and forward. So you're drawing circles to the outside with your knees, kind of massaging the top of the femur into your hip sockets there. Take a few rounds in one direction. And then if you change direction. Good, and then bring it back to center, hug the knees in, and then open up the knees so that the soles of the feet are towards the sky, and then bring the knees to the outside again and come into happy baby. So your arms are inside your knees, either just your palms on your shins, right? Make sure your whole spine stays on the floor. And if your spine allows or your flexibility allows you, you can take your hands to the soles of your feet, but make sure the whole spine stays on the floor. And if the spine comes off on the bottom, just have your hands on your shins, totally fine. And then rolling here from side to side. Be a happy baby. Ananda Balasana. You're not going to fall over, your legs are there to help you. And if you do, just smile about it. Make little baby sounds if you want. And be a happy baby. Good. And then keep that happy baby in your heart. And come back to center. Stop the movement. Hug your knees into your chest one more time. Inhale. And then release the feet to the floor. And if there's any other pose that your body desires to do, go ahead, take it. And then find your sweet Shavasana pose. If you like, put on any socks or clothing. Or find a blanket that you want to cover yourself with. Also, a bolster or blocks underneath your knees is nice for the lower back to arrive. And then allow the right foot to come into the right corner of the mat, the left foot into the left corner. Let your feet fall out to the side. Place your hands either onto your body with the elbows resting on the floor, Or if you're full Shavasana and it's warm enough on the floor where you are, and have the arms beside you, palms towards the ceiling. And take a full inhale through the nose, all the way into the toes, into every happy and healthy cell of yourself. Exhale anything that doesn't serve you. And one more time, full inhalation, all the goodness into your being. And letting go of anything that doesn't serve you. And then allow the breath to go. Let it flow as it does. The eyelids are heavy. The mouth is soft. Jaws are released. Relax the eyebrows and the forehead. Allow the back of the head to melt into the earth. Allow your whole self to melt into the ground, into Mother Earth beneath you. Allowing her to receive you. Let her cradle you in the arms of love. It's a full relaxation. Nothing left to do, nothing left to think, nothing left to be. Pure relaxing.
Slowly become aware of the space around you. And notice yourself in that space, in your dimensions. Gently reawaken the body with tiny movements in your hands and feet. Bring your arms overhead on the floor, find your length. And with the eyes remaining closed, bend your knees. Slowly bring them into your chest. Hug them in. And then rolling from side to side there with your hands on your knees. And find a side to roll onto, go all the way into a little fetal ball, using the lower arm as a pillow. And just come back to your breath there. And with the eyes remaining closed and with the help of your hands, don't disturb yourself too much. Just bring yourself back into a seat. Moving slowly, no rush. Good. And then bring your hands to your heart center. Inhaling through the nose, joy and sunshine. Exhale through your open mouth, what you don't need. Inhaling through the nose, love and life. Let go what doesn't serve you. Let's close the session with a sweet Om. Feel free to join. Inhale for one Om. Bow your forehead to your fingertips. Moments of gratitude for yourself, bringing yourself to practice and giving your body some attention and movement and joy and love. And I thank you for letting me guide you. The light within me bows to the light within you. Namaste.